One of the very first appointments Donald Trump made after winning the election in November was tapping one man to be what he calls his border czar. Tom Homan is a former Border Patrol agent and acting director of ICE with decades of experience in Republican and Democratic administrations. I sat down with him this week and began our conversation by asking him about the role of the U.S. military.
We got military on the border, not only helping us with departure flights on military planes, but they're helping to build infrastructure. They're putting up Constantino wire. They're down there to create a secure border and lock that border down. And DOD's helped administrations before, but not at this level. So it's a force multiplier, and it's sending a strong signal to the world. Our border's closed.
So is this what we will see every single day, ending in what the president has promised is millions and millions being deported?
Yes. But you can see the numbers steadily increase, the number of arrests nationwide as we open up the aperture. Right now it's concentrating on public safety threats, national security threats. That's a smaller population. So we're going to do this on priority base, as President Trump's promised, but as that aperture opens, there'll be more arrests nationwide.
Honestly, if you think about it like this, he's doing it right. That's how you're supposed to do it, okay? You got all the illegals, right? If they're illegal or not. If you're illegal, okay, you're on the table regardless, but look, everybody is illegal, but we're gonna go with the villains, the most violent individuals the most, because that's high priority, of course, priority based. And then the next ones are not the murderers, are already committed murder and escaped to our country. We got those out. Then the next ones are ones that committed crimes in our country. We gotta get them out. And then you might go to the ones that are doing like little traffic violations, you know what I'm saying? Because they're not clean, you know what I'm saying? If they're legal, of course, right? And then you got to go to the last ones that's probably doing good, taking care of their family and all that, but they illegal, so they still breaking the law. Yeah, that's how it's gonna have to go. That's the only way it is to go. So you got to get the villains out of here first. So yeah, you see all these things on the news saying that, man, they got the rapists, the killers, the MS-13s out, like that are illegal. Bro, you got to get those out first because they're gonna poison the rest of them. And then what's gonna happen is you're trying to protect them. You're illegal too, but you're trying to protect them. They're not looking for you, but now they got you too. And then you're like, oh, okay, well, since he had his family and everything, but he illegal, I wasn't even gonna mess with him. He wasn't even on our radar. We looking for the violent ones right now. But then since you harvesting the violent ones in your crib and you chilling, then what happens? Now they grab you too because you illegal regardless, but we weren't looking for you yet. You know, something could have changed by the time we pulled you, but since you're guarding him, we got to take you. So that's how I understand it.
When you talk about the aperture opening, the estimates of perhaps those who have been convicted or arrested in the past, 700,000 to over 1 million. So after you do that, then you go after everybody who is there illegally.
If you're in the country illegally, you're on the table. Because it's not okay to, violate laws of this country. You got to remember, every time you enter this country illegally, you violated a crime under Title 8, United States Code 1325. It's a crime.
Facts. It's a crime, regardless on how you came here. How'd you come and get asylum once you got here? It's a crime that you crossed because you didn't do it the right way. You feel me? At the end of the day, crime is a crime. And when you're a migrant or a legal citizen, whatever, bro, those crimes, they weigh more on you than it would like a full-blown American. Because you have like a standard, they say, kind of for like truck drivers. Truck drivers have a CDL license. This CDL license has more restrictions than an average car driver, passenger. Why? Because you are held to a higher standard of responsibility. So when you get in accidents or you were tailgating, you get tickets, they weigh more on your license because you have a commercial truck driver's license. You know what I'm saying? You hold to a whole another standard. So then, if I mess up and get a speeding ticket, the individual I'll probably get it and it'll affect my life more than it'll affect this guy. That being said, if you're an immigrant in the United States, they hold y'all to a higher standard. You can't possess guns, you can't vote, you know what I'm saying? Stuff like this. They hold you to a higher standard because you're not from here. It perfectly makes sense. Any country would do it.
So if you're in the country legally, you got a problem. And that's why I'm hoping those who are in the country illegally who have not been ordered removed by the federal judge should leave.
While you are emphasizing that you go after national security threats, You have said no one's off the table. If you're in the country illegally, you better be looking over your shoulder. You should be afraid and start packing now. Is that what you're doing to get hotel workers out or people working on farms, that they'll be so scared they just leave?
Look, I think if you're in the country legally, it's not okay. It's not okay to violate laws of this country. We have millions of people standing in line, taking the test, doing their background investigation, paying the fees that want to come in the right way.
Let's talk about the arrests so far. Numbers released the first day were over 500, and there were reports that one was a suspected terrorist, others were gang members. Were all of the people who were arrested on day one, as far as you know, convicted criminals or those who had been arrested before?
No. And let me explain that. There are collateral arrests. Where the collateral?
Man, I just explained this part, and that makes perfectly sense. Like, yes, I wasn't looking for this person, but he happened to be there, and since he's illegal, and we might not have been looking for you for like another a year, maybe 6 months, you would have had freedom. But since you're committing a crime by holding this motherfucker that is illegal, plus you're illegal, we gotta take you both. And imagine that, bro. What if your family don't get to see? That's crazy.
Happened, sanctuary cities.
Because you want to protect
and this
others,
is important
and I
to
understand you want to.
Sanctuary cities lock us out of the jails. So instead of ICE being able to arrest the bad guy, the criminal alien, in the safety and security of the jail, where the officer's safe, the alien's safe, and the public's safe, sanctuary cities release them back in the community, which endangers the community, putting the criminal alien back in the community. But when we find him, he's going to be with others, most likely. Many times they're with others. If they're in the country legally, they're coming too.
But were these arrests all in sanctuary cities? It doesn't appear so on the first day.
The collaterals, many more. I don't have the exact breakdown, but again,
so the arrests in
Massachusetts,
in Chelsea, Massachusetts, which the governor said it's great to arrest the criminals who are convicted, but were there people taken there as well who were not convicted? Were they, as you say, collaterals?
I'm sure they are.
You talk about these numbers expanding. 500 the first day. What do you think you can get up to?
As many as we can get. As many,
what can happen at this point, given your manpower?
Anything.
Look, I think we're in the beginning stages. We're bringing more resources into this operation. As a whole of government, we're going to have DOJ assisting us. And like the DOD piece, helping build infrastructure, helping the transportation, that takes ICE, badges and guns, out of those duties and puts them on the street.
I want to go back to who you're...
Man, I don't know. She ain't the best interviewer, bro. I don't even know who this is. I know it's ABC, but she ain't the best interviewer. But this dude got all, Tim Homan, he got all, what is it? Yep. He got all the answers for all the questions. This is dude you want to be defending your country when it comes to the border. This the type of guy that you want on your border, that nobody knows. They look at him and they be like, nope, I ain't even gonna try him. He just one of them guys that I just know he's serious about this job. Yes, I think having him there is the best choice ever for this campaign. Because look at it, he own it. They're not playing around. Him and Trump, they're talking. You know how you get presidents that claim they discussed a topic with an individual and never done that, and they're lying to you? When Trump's saying he talked to this person, he talked to him. And they had a really in-depth conversation, because the way this guy is functioning and protecting this border, and they serious about the situation, I could tell that these are the type of men you need in your front line. These type of men are the leaders you need to be guiding everybody else, and they'll protect everyone, including their family. I feel now the Republicans have to take back America. They had to take it back and protect it from the left just going crazy with it. You know what I'm saying? Painting different colors, bro. We had to take it back. No, we're not going to do this. We're not going to have them in there illegally. We're going to fix this money. We're not just going to let y'all build debt, pause debt so you can get it back later. No, we're going to go in here. We taking people out. Sorry. And we're going to up the job. That's how we're going to do it. I'm with it.
Reporting. Aside from the long list of executive actions, the administration said it will no longer tell ICE agents they have to avoid sensitive locations, including schools, hospitals, churches. Benjamin Huffman, the acting Homeland Security Secretary, said in a statement, criminals will no longer be able to hide in America's schools and churches to avoid arrest. What criminals are hiding in?
Facts. And look, what criminals? I already know what she about to ask, bro. She acting like the fugitives and the criminals not hiding in the protected areas. Yeah, they hiding in the hospitals. They hiding in the schools. Why wouldn't they be there? Because they know, oh, they can't come in here, so we're going to go to the church. And then the people protecting them know that they can't go in there either, so they protecting them in those churches. Yeah. I say, if we find them in the church, you can't have this church here no more. You're going to have to move locations because you just lied to the federal government. And you can't be not taxed and be lying to the government to try to hide this immigrant in this church. And I've been looking for him. And you know he in here. You lied to me and found him. Right? There needs to be consequences for this harvesting immigrants. You know what I'm saying? Because that's a federal law right there. You can't even do that. They want it. They want them. Give it to them. Or just let them find it. Don't lie. Hey, shit crazy. She finna ask some dumb shit. I already know, bro. Watch.
Look,
Middle schools, elementary schools. You going to go into those?
how many MS-13 members are aged 14 to 17? Many of them. So, look, if it's a national security threat, public safety threat, and what you need to understand is a case by case. Name another agency, another law enforcement agency that has those type of requirements that they.
It ain't that she needs to know. She don't care to know. Tim Homan got all this information. He's trying to give it to her, right? But she reiterated, right? But she don't give a damn. I don't believe she cares at all. She knows what's going on. They're like, oh, you're gonna go into schools? Yeah, these are kids. They gang members, bro, and they gotta go. You know, sorry. Kids be in it too. You gotta grab them too. Shit. This is the feds we're talking to. We're talking to Homeland Security, HSI, Border Czar, Customs. These are the people we're having discussions with. This is over our head. We you know what I'm saying? This is a national border situation. This ain't, man.
Walk into a school or
shorty like
or
that,
doctor's
man,
office
they
or
don't
a
be
medical
understanding.
campus.
You
No
can't
other
even
agencies have those standards. These
explain
are
it to 'em.
well-trained officers with a lot of discretion, and when it comes to sense of location, there's still going to be supervisory review. So it's not like it's an open issue.
Yeah.
But ICE officers should have discretion to decide if a national security threat or a public safety threat's in one of these facilities, then there should be an option for them to make the arrest.
Facts.
But someday you could go into those schools and grab people who are just in the country illegally.
On a case-by-case basis, depending who they are, what the circumstances are. It's never.
Let's just make it a black and white based on what you just said. Yes, we can. Illegal, we can run up in there and grab them. Case by case basis, he's gonna state, but in general, yes, that is the rule of law. He's gonna run up in there and grab him up, even if he's underage. He's illegal. Gotta grab him, put him with his family, make sure they all go together. That's it. Because she's trying to make him butter it up a little bit, but I think he's trying to decorate it real quick. But I'm like, nah. Be straight up with her. Yes, we have the power to take him. Will we? It's all based on, each case by case. But yes, if we wanted to, yes, we could. And that's the law.
It's never a zero game.
You know that this creates fear in the immigrant community.
So?
The chair of the U.S. Conference of Bishops Committee said turning places of care, healing, and solace into places of fear and uncertainty for those in need while endangering the trust between pastors, providers, educators, and the people they serve will not make our communities safer.
Well, look, here.
It's funny how they're using religion to try to, go against government. It's like church and state. You know what I mean? This is two different things, bro. This is to protect you. And you're talking about this. It's like when the bishop lady was talking at the little church thing with Trump. You waited until you got the perfect opportunity to say something off the tongue, but it's like, it doesn't matter. It's already going to happen. Foreign invaders are going to be out of here. You know what I mean? But they try to use church to kind of, you should have mercy and grace. No, bro, we're the only country giving mercy and grace.
I think, if Congress has a job to do, we're enforcing the laws Congress enacted and the president signed. If they don't like it, change the law. I find it hard to believe any member of Congress is telling us not to enforce the law that they enacted and they fund us to do.
But opening up to anyone who's in the country illegally and going into schools and grabbing them, does that, kids, adults?
The message needs to be clear. There's consequences for entering a country illegally.
Please, it is clear, Homan. It's clear as hell. It's clear as day. Hey, you illegal? Hey, if you know you're illegal, you better not go to school. Because we could walk up in there one day. Just saying. But at the end of the day, I like how he's being straight. It's consequences to enter the country legally. It's consequences of doing crime as an illegal immigrant. Because if you're already illegal, why would you commit crime? That's crazy. You must really don't want to be here. So now we got to take you and pull you, get you out of here. But we're not going to allow you to walk in the same streets as our law-abiding citizen Americans. No, we can't do that. We got to get you out of here because we don't know when is your day you're going to break. And that goes for all like MS-13 and all illegal aliens. Like if you're illegal and you're still committing crime, bro, and you're on the streets, you should have anxiety that they're going to pick you up because they should. All right.
Show there's consequences. You're never going to fix the border problem.
Estimates are that there are 11 million undocumented immigrants in this country right now. How can you possibly afford to deport all of those people?
Well,
hold on now. 11 mil? Illegals? Don't say that. She said, how can you afford? Hey, just know there's multiple departments on this unit. Just know. But the problem's going to get done because it's a national security risk. It's a national security threat in risk. So if there's 11 million illegals,
but the Congress, I think Congress, the president has a mandate. This is the #1 issue that people voted on. I think Congress has a mandate to give us money we need. What price you put on national security?
More detention centers?
What price you put?
Please. Perfect. What's the price on national security? That's like saying, I'm not going to buy this gun because I can't afford or it's too expensive, but I do got the money. But it would protect me and my family. What price will you put on your own life? What price would you pay to protect yourself? To not be damaged by someone that is attacking? To not go, be affected by someone else that don't belong here? If you're in a house, you buy a firearm, now you just invested into your safety. You buy cameras, you invest into your safety. You afford and fund the border czar and all these units, customs and everything going to get these illegal immigrants. That's paying for our safety. I'm investing the federal funds into our safety. I don't know what they don't understand about it. Look how she's pushing back on him. She's not even making coherent sense. Because he's like questioning why because I feel like, I don't know if she got these questions ready or she just top of the mind, she was thinking of this morning, but you could tell the mindset of like, but what about their feelings? What about if their families don't see them? What if it was a mistake? The law's the law, ma'am. This is a national security risk, and there's nothing you can say or do to change my ideology of how I think of this.
What price you put on all these young ladies have been raped and murdered and burned alive? What price you put on that? What price you put on Laken Riley's life? What price you put on national security? Like I just explained, when you have a surge like this, we don't
He's
secure
alert.
that
I
border.
like this dude.
That's
He's
when
snappy.
national security threats enter the country. That's when
like
sex
him.
trafficking goes up. That's when the fentanyl comes in that kills 250,000 Americans. I don't put a price on that.
And on those detention centers, do you need more beds? I think there's
Absolutely.
41,000 now, 100,000. So where do you get those beds? Do you build more camps? Do you do this military?
Look, her things is all money related. How do you do this? How do you afford to get? You already know where the money coming from. Congress, he just said so. They gonna give them the funds. We don't care if we gotta give them beds or whatever. We gonna get shit right. The money ain't even a question. Why are you asking about money? This is national security risk. We got to get this done. What are you saying, ma'am? You tweaking.
Installations in Texas and elsewhere?
A little bit of everything. We can build offsite facilities. We can expand our contracts to outside contractors. So yeah, we're going to need more ICE beds. A minimum of 100,000. Congress needs to come to the table quick and give us the money we need to secure that border.
Let's talk about those flights again. With the host countries, you flew all of those people back. Were all of the people arrested on the first day, for instance, repatriated? And what about those countries that won't take them back?
Oh, they'll take them back.
What do you mean by that?
Fuck you said. Oh, they gonna take them back. Or we gonna have a problem. Facts. I say it straight like that. Mr. Donald Trump, yeah, Venezuela won't take their criminals back. Trump will be like, oh yeah? I'm gonna give them a call. There you go, hang up. Call Tim back. Hey, Tim, problem's done. Drop him off. Straight up, business shit. I'm trying to tell you what he gonna do. He a boss, just like that. Calling him right back, 10 seconds. He ain't even really have to talk on the phone. We're dropping them. Facts. They gonna take them back. Facts. Ain't no taking nothing back. Fuck is they talking about, nigga? We the big brother.
President Trump came into power. President Trump puts America
Y'all don't
first.
understand who we
Mexico
is?
didn't want to remain in Mexico program. Under the first administration, they did it. They didn't want to put military in the southern border. They did it.
How do you convince them?
El Salvador didn't want to take MS-13 members back. It took President Trump 48 hours to make that happen. President Trump's going to put America first. And if it doesn't, then we'll place my third safe country.
All appointments to the CBP app have been canceled. That is a legal way to claim asylum and get in the country. So what should people do who are seeking asylum? How do you do it?
Go to the embassy, go to port of entry. Do it the legal way.
Facts.
You shouldn't come to this country and ask.
Port of entry. That's the only way in. That's the only way you should be trying to come in. Because it's like the PPP loan. Everybody did the PPP. They thought they got away because the feds ain't contact them or nothing. Whole time, there could be internal investigations. Now that you got this administration back, you might start seeing investigators investigate the PPP. Whole time, y'all thought y'all got away with it for like 4 years. See? Same thing. Say you're an immigrant. You might have been in this motherfucker for like 4 years, you know what I'm saying, through a certain administration, and they weren't trying to, pressure you and grab you. Now you get a new motherfucker that's like, nah, you're going with me. You've been illegal this whole time. You should have had time and went to go grab your shit, make sure your shit legal. Somehow make your shit illegal. You should, the birthright shit. You should be having kids in the country so they can get the freedom in case you do have to leave. You know what I'm saying? They can stay. You should be trying to finesse your way in here at any time. But what y'all do is y'all chill out, y'all sit and wait for motherfuckers to start hunting for you on some bounty hunter shit. Now motherfuckers, oh, where am I, bro? You should have been trying to get your shit. But hey.
You get asylum, and the first thing you do is break our laws by entering illegally.
So tell me what the definition of success is over the next 6 months, over the next year, by the end of the administration. What is mission accomplished here?
Taking as many public safety threats off the street as possible. Watching illegal alien crime in the United States decrease, ending it. Deporting every illegal alien gang member in this country, including Trendawa and MS-13.
My nigga.
Making our country safe. When we see the crime rate from illegal aliens go down, that's a success. Every public safety threat we remove from this country is success. Every national security threat that we find removed from the country is success. There's no number on it. So my success can be based on what Congress gives us. More money, the better we're going to do.
I notice you didn't
Facts.
put in that list of things that will be mission accomplished and success, getting every immigrant who is in the country illegally out. Why not?
Because I'm being realistic.
Man, this nigga's dope. I'm being realistic. He said everything and he purposely didn't say that because he know it ain't gonna happen. Realistically, we ain't gonna get every illegal out this country, but we're gonna get all the violent ones, all the drug dealers, all the criminals out of it. But most of them probably gonna be still here when I leave. We can't do that in 4 years. We need way more. That's the thing y'all need to understand. He knows. He said, I'm being realistic with you. We not gonna get them all. But we gonna get the violent ones for sure. Facts, bro. This is who y'all need. I don't care what y'all talking about. This is who y'all need as y'all leader when it comes to the borders are. This is a leader. This is somebody that's going to take control. It is what it is. This is who's getting out. Them crime rates going down. Facts.
Do what we can with the money we have. We're going to try to be efficient, but with the more money we have, the more we can accomplish. If I don't have the money to remove that millions of people, I'm not going to sit here and... One thing, no one can say I haven't been frank in everything I've said. Our success every day is taking a public safety threat off the streets or getting a national security threat out of here.
And our thanks to Tom Homan.
Bro, look, I'm going to say it like this. I think that, hold on. Damn. Exit out of that. Now, I'm going to pause that real quick. Now, I think this is genius, bro. I really think that some things good going to happen. You see, he break down every question. He's professional. I like him. Well spoken. He could tell he was a general. You could just see it on him. He's one of them leaders you need, bro. All he is trying to make us safe. It ain't like they're doing nothing maliciously. This is just business. You just have a leniency to the government, which is the United States, which is our birthland. So that's all there is to it. There's really nothing really. Y'all make it seem serious like this guy is a bad guy. He's actually a good man. Probably is a family guy. Probably got everything good. You know, it's his job to protect our land. Because if you ain't gonna protect it, who will? He's not about to let our land get infiltrated by foreign people. Even domestic, they everybody gonna have to get stopped. Why you think we have all these federal departments? No, that's how it's gonna go, bro. We're not playing around. Like he said, he's being realistic. They're not gonna get them all, and that's great that he said that, because that is good information. Because a lot of people thinking that, oh, I'm gonna be scared. You should be a little tense. I don't know if you have to be scared, because if you're not doing nothing, you're not a criminal, but you might be illegal. They probably won't even touch you unless you're harboring another one that is a criminal but is illegal. Now we gotta take you. You get what I'm saying? Because you're just there. Man, there's a lot to explain. This is interesting though as hell, but I hope everybody gets what they want at the end. You know, I guess even the immigrants, you know what I'm saying? Maybe better place to stay with your family at least, you know. I don't know. It's your boy Angelo Savage, man. Tune in. We got more things. Make sure you comment it down in the comment section. Like and subscribe, please. Stay tuned. Tell me what you like. What do you think about Tom Homan? Do you think he's telling the truth? Do you think he's like BSing? Do you trust him? I trust him. I think I like him. But do you? You know what I'm saying? Do you think the ABC lady was good? I don't even know her name, but I'll learn it.